Did you know that there is a particular decade where most of you are going to put on the most weight? Now, before we begin, hit like, and if you're new here, hit subscribe and the bell to stay up to date with all things fat loss. As this graphic shows, participants from a recent study gain the most weight from their 20s to their 30s, and then less in each subsequent decade thereafter. Now, if you think about it, this isn't too surprising. You start work, you're largely desk-bound, you're eating more, you're socializing more, and by the time you hit 30, you're overweight and looking nothing like you did 10 years ago. You're rocking up to weddings with old school friends, and you're knowing that they're probably noticing that you're clearly living the good life. So what to do? Now, it's far too easy and apathetic to say eat less, exercise more. I know for a fact this is hard to do, but I'm sure you'd agree you should start to do something. So here would be my first 3 recommendations. Firstly, figure out your calorie deficit. Now, I've talked about how necessary calorie deficits are to you losing fat in pretty much every video. So figure out the deficit you need to help you lose around 0.5% of your body weight per week. This is going to ensure that your calorie deficit is not too aggressive, and it's going to help you lose fat and keep it off for good. Also, look to include snacks and treats in your calorie deficit just for the sake of your sanity. Prioritize protein. This is the most important macronutrient, and too many of you don't know how much you should eat and how to make this a habit. So start with choosing your favorite sources of protein and eating them for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and make this a non-negotiable, even on days when you know things are going to go off piste. Walk more. I'd always recommend strength training as the most important exercise for you to do, but if you've never done strength training and you're going to the gym by yourself, this could be intimidating. So let's lower that bar to entry for exercise. Walking is easy, and all you need to do is start doing more of it. So track your steps for the rest of this week, and then add in another 1,000 to 2,000 steps next week, and do this until you're able to do at least 7,000 steps per day. Now, if you follow all of these steps, you will definitely chip away at the weight you've been gaining in your 20s and 30s. And the next time you go to a wedding with all your schoolmates, they're going to wonder what it is you're doing to keep you looking just like you did 10 years ago.